Betty looked at the clock. The party starts in 3 hours' time. I had job. She had to go. And she had to slay along. And she looked at the 5,000 naira wig she had just bought. And there was no time to wash it. So she picked it up. The wig smelled faintly of oil and old perfume. It was long and brown. The cap was little, tangled like someone had worn it before. She smiled anyway. No time to wash it, she told herself. Tonight, I cannot miss wearing this, she said. She set the straightener on the table, pressing it hot. The steam of the heat touches the hair as she clamps the iron down the strands. The wig shivered under the heat, then smoothened. Betty used oil on the head. She rubbed it lightly, making the wig shine. Her hand moved so quick. You know that feeling when you just finish university? You can taste freedom. You want to celebrate. That rush. That was Betty. Betty came out from the uni with a smile and a degree tucked in her bag. She was bright, funny, and full of life. Everyone at school knew her. She loved music. She loved late night parties and dancing until her legs hurt. Money was tight. Her family had bills. She worked hard jobs. Still, Betty dreamt of nights where everyone would turn to look at her when she walked in. She wanted to feel like she belonged at those big parties, confident, glowing and celebrated. There was one party everyone was talking about, new faces, influencers, lights that make people look like stars. Betty wanted to go. She wanted to belong. But she looked at her phone. She looked at the photos of her past parties. Almost everything was stunning, but she wasn't braiding every day. But everyone else in the photos were wearing perfect hair, smooth waves. So, Betty thought, maybe that is the secret. Maybe I need a wig to belong. Later that evening, Betty walked to the market. The air was hot and noisy. Vendors shouted. People moved like a river. Betty pushed through the crowd to a stall full of wigs. There was a new wig and used one. One wig caught her eyes, long, brown, and slightly tangled at the cap. How much are you selling this? She asked. 5,000, the seller said. Her voice was quiet, almost careful. Betty counted her money. She said to herself that seeing a wig for 5k was a jackpot at this time. So, Betty bought the wig. The seller wrapped it in a plain nylon and paused before handing it to Betty. Make sure you wash it, she said softly, and take care of it. Betty nodded. She heard the words, but she had a plan. She would wear it tonight. Back at her tiny flat, Betty planned to wash the wig properly, but time was against her. The party started in few hours, so Betty thought that if she had washed it, it would be damp and she would not be able to use it that night. So, she did what many do. When they are in a rush, she used a straightener to make the wig look smooth. She rubbed oil on the strands to make them shine. She styled it quickly, pressed the wig cap on, and checked herself in small mirror. You look amazing, she said to her reflection. She smiled, feeling a burst of boldness. So, she went to the party. The party was alive. Music shook the floor. People cheered. Betty walked in and ate hard. The wig sat perfectly. For a while, everything was exact how she imagined. She danced, she posed. People called her beautiful. Then, she noticed something odd. Faces in the crowd seemed a little wrong. They moved a fraction too slowly. Eyes seemed to catch light in a strange way. When she turned, it felt as if some of those faces were looking past her, not at her, at something else. It was a feeling more like a sign, a chill at the base of her neck. She drank, thinking it would calm her. She even blamed the cold feeling on the unfamiliar drinks. Her friends laughed and tossed compliments. After the party, Betty came home late. She was tired but restless. She decided not to take off the wig. I will clean it tomorrow and take it off, she told herself. She fell asleep on the bed with the wig still on. In the middle of the night, she woke with a start. The room felt colder. A woman stood at the front of the door, pale and knotted, eyes like an old photograph. She reached out and gently ran her hand through Betty's hair. Where did you find this hair? The woman asked, voice thin as paper. Give it back, she said. Betty wanted to scream, but only a small sound escaped. She told herself it was a dream. Maybe it's the party, the drink I drank, she said. Everything mixed up into her head. But the dream came again and again. Each time, the woman grew clearer. Each time, she said the same word, give it back. Immediately, Betty fainted. The following morning, when Betty woke up, the room spun. She sits fast, her heart pounding. As her hands go through her head, her finger finds smooth skin, not hair, but a bowed head, big and rough. She had bumps all over her head. She stumbled to the bed. The wig was there, right beside her pillow. The brown wig, smooth and shiny, like nothing had happened. Betty picked it up with shaking hands. Her stomach drops. She rushed to the bathroom and turned on the light. She looked at herself in the mirror. Her head was bowed. She saw a little red rash all over her head. Her finger felt the bumps. She screamed, quiet but small, as she wrapped the wig in a plastic nylon. As she runs out of the room, Betty ran straight to the store when she had bought the wig. She did not hide her face. With her bowed head she ran, tears running down her face. Betty got to the woman's shop, shouting and begging. Please, she cried to the woman at the store. I don't know what has happened to my head. I'm scared. I sleep and I see her. I wake up and part of my hair was gone. I have red bumps all over my head. I cannot sleep, she said. The seller looked at her and said softly, I did not know this was the wig you took. She said slowly, after you left that day, I noticed this wig was gone. I looked for it. I asked around. I thought someone stole it. I never think you would wear it. This wig, this one is not a wig anyone should wear. Betty blinked. Her breath came quickly. What do you mean? She asked. The seller shook her head. It used to belong to a woman named Inimka. In the seller's word, she said the woman who sold wigs for her in bulk had come asking for the wig. She said it's a missing wig, that I should bring it back. I was also looking for you to return it. I did not know you had bought it. If I knew, I would have told you not to take it. After a minute, the seller gave Betty an address, a small house by the river road, a family named Johnson's. The seller said, tell them about the wig, how you had come across it. Betty wiped her face. She folded the plastic bag tight and she went straight to the address. The house is small. The gate is old. An old woman opened the door. Betty showed the wig. She tells the story again, but shorter. Her voice breaks. The old woman looked at her as she said softly, my daughter loved this wig. She always wore it everywhere. She used it to laugh and said one time, Mama, when I die, bury me with this word, she said. She said it like a joke. We all laughed. Tears came out quickly in the woman's eyes. She pressed the wig to her chest. I never thought we would bury her so soon, she whispered. If this came back to us, it's like a lasting return. Betty felt the air golden. Her throat closed. I am sorry, she said, her voice small. I did not know. I did not mean to wear it. Inimka's mother looked up, blinking. She wiped Betty's face with back of her hand. You bring this home, she said. We will do small prayers and we will put it back where Inimka wanted it. They laid the wig where Inimka was buried. Betty knelt down without thinking. I am sorry, she said. I did not know, and I did not mean to wear your wig, and I am here to return it. Inimka's mother told Betty that she had been forgiven, and she thanked her for bringing the wig home. When Betty got home that night, Betty slept like a child. No dream. There was no soft whisper, no cold head. She woke up with the morning sun. The bowed head she had still remained. but her fear was less. Betty started using different kind of hair product on her head. She used herbal oil. She washed it with different kind of shampoos just to grow it back. Few months later, Betty started growing her hair back. Betty's head that was once bald was now filled with hair again. Betty had changes too. She stopped buying fake wigsly. She started buying new hair, not the one that was once used. She kept distance from thrift hair. This is the end of this story. Be careful with thrift things. They can carry other people's stories. Always ask where the item came from. Always wash and treat second-hand clothes, wig, or bag well before you use them. Fast laying is tempting, but peace of mind costs nothing. Do not trade your health or sleep for a quick look. If something scares you or makes you feel sick, return it or ask for help. Do not hide it. Thank you so much for listening to the story. Please do not forget to like the story, share with me in the comments your thoughts about the story, and please do not forget to subscribe for more